What a ride by Gavin Arena, Andrew,
Yeah, it was
to get to that weight.
Yeah. Apart from that, I mean, you expect a professional to get down there. I mean, Donovan Dillon did it the year before and Golden Ducket. Yeah, so if you take the ride, you expect it to get to that weight. Yeah.
Did you see how he changed the stick from the right to the left? It was so quick. It was like silk.
Yeah.
Do you remember that very, very good song? It went something like this. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Well, you're supposed to have a female partner. Just leave me out of it.
You didn't let me finish it. This version goes a bit like this. Just the two of us on the podcast. Are you, Bussy?
No, I'm good. Yourself?
Lovely, very good.
Well, you just had 2 days in the Midlands.
I have literally.
And you're a lazy bastard.
There's the car there. You can see the cars there.
There's John Lewis.
We've just got out of the car, straight from the. You know, Andrew, I must just explain to you. Straight from the car onto the race course here, where the horses for the Vodacom Durban July were thundering down just the other day. The roads. Now you'll know because you come from Ashburton most days.
Shocking.
The potholes, the drivers. Andrew, it's. I've just been 2 hours in the car. It feels like I've run a marathon.
Yeah, I know. If you can drive in South Africa, you'd be
safe anywhere around the world.
Yeah, you'd be safe around the world, man.
When you come out of Ashburton, did you go the back way or did you go on the main highway?
No, I was lucky. I went on the main highway was open.
Sure, because when we came through now, an hour ago, it was bumper to bumper. Luckily, we took off at Market Road. Anyway, the roads have been shocking, but. What a lovely venue we've got. We're at the on the finish line where the Vodacom Durban July 2021 winner Comedy Ding came thundering down. A lovely sight.
No, it was, yes. Yeah. And I'm glad Comedy Ding won because I told everybody, wherever linebacker finishes, Comedy Ding will finish in front.
Okay, absolutely. And news, let's talk about news, and I see that we've got one of our good friends and colleagues, John Lewis, who's just sauntered onto the race course here, coming to see us make fools of ourselves. But talking of photographers, Anita Akel, 50 years Vodacom Durban July.
Yeah, that's especially she hasn't missed one, so that's quite a feat.
I've said it, and I'm not saying it because John's here, but we've the country is lucky to have some very good photographers. But I'm going to be biased. I think that KZN, all of us, all our photographers in KZN, hold the flag. What's the word? Fly the flag for the country.
Yeah. Fly the flag. Stands at Bushel. Yes.
Yeah. 49 years for John Lewis. So there we go. He's right on Anita's tail. 49 years. Have you missed, John? Not him. Look at that. Look at that. Let me just, before we're having just a bit of news and banter, let me set the record very straight. I'm only joking when I single out KwaZulu-Natal as having the best photographers. We are lucky in this country. Chase Liebenberg, the team down in the Cape, Joburg, Port Elizabeth. This country is blessed with some very good photographers.
Yeah, I know, because they're passionate about what they do.
Okay, and John Lewis, 49 years. So 1 year behind Anita. He's also never missed. How many years have you been coming to the Vodacom Durban July?
I can't remember. Since 1981.
Okay, since
Add up yourself.
Have you missed?
Yeah, I have missed.
You have missed.
I went to the Kruger 1 year.
Now, let's talk about more news. Unfortunately, 1 or 2 jockeys got suspended. You tell us that?
Yeah, no. Well, Andrew Fortune is in a bit of trouble again. He's got that very hot temper of his got him into trouble again, having an altercation with a policeman here. But
yes.
Anyway, he paid his fine, but now he's in trouble with the jockey club again.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We have to reserve comment because we, don't want to take sides or anything. But I think that it's safe to say that anybody, whether it's Andrew Fortune or anybody, doesn't hit a police officer.
No, I didn't hit him.
Didn't he hit him?
No.
What did
he was
do?
charged with criminal injury. He just told him his fortune.
Have a nice day.
He told him his fortune, yeah.
Oh, you told him his fortune. He told him his fortune. Okay, so you didn't hit him?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it just shows you.
He wasn't charged with assault, so I presume he didn't hit him, no.
Okay. Well, it's amazing how the news flies on the day that there was a Barney, but be that as it may, it was obviously a verbal one. Ashburton, everything okay?
Yeah, they're actually painting the rails there.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually looks quite respectable.
I see on social media Michelle Rix and Comedy Ding have left the province. They're on their way back to the Cape. What a training feat.
It was a training feat, yeah. I was hoping that he would stay on for the Champion Stakes in a couple of weeks' time, but it's obviously not.
It's amazing. They came with... Can I take this off?
Yeah, it would help.
They came with 2 horses. And the mission was to win the Vodacom Durban July. And they arrived with the 2 horses, and they achieved mission accomplished. I mean, really just top quality stuff to watch, and to see the emotions with Michelle, and you would have seen Harold.
Yeah,
he was so overwhelmed by joy and so overwhelmed by, I don't know what, he was just overwhelmed that he wouldn't know if he was where he was.
Yeah, well, Harold's been in the game for just all his life, so, and the July, you've got to face it, is the pinnacle of horse racing in this country.
I mean, he was just so humbled.
Yeah. So, yeah, he had every right to be...
Absolutely. No, it's not a criticism by any means. He had every right. It was actually wonderful to see him. He just was lost for words. He was in tears. He was lost for words, and it was just really, really great. And how proud he must have been to have achieved it with his daughter. I mean, daughter and father and daughter combination. I mean, that's even more special.
Yeah. And then I saw Candice posted a nice picture of father and daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, that was an excellent picture.
Ashwin Reynolds. Well, a passionate man. I did that interview with him after that Zoom interview. Humbled. He was just also overwhelmed.
Michelle Wings down in Cape Town doing an interview, so we should see something fancy.
There's been some wonderful stuff on social media, and I'm so glad to see that. Talking of social media, you see that a couple of our followers did notice that we changed shirts last week.
Well, it wasn't difficult to work it out.
No, well, I mean, I wouldn't have noticed it, to be quite honest with you. I'm not that observant.
Yeah.
But it's picking up big time, the social media, the likes, the shares, the videos, the content. How was our good producer here, Tawanda Taravinga's a movie on the Vodacom Durban July?
It wasn't bad.
I was a little bit upset though, as he gives us he made me jump, he made me scream, he said do it again, jump, swing here, pat this man on the back. I did all these things. I thought I'd feature at least once, not a sausage, not in sight. So the next time he asks me to jump and to act for his movie, I'm going to tell him to have a nice day. But jokes aside, Tawanda, it was fantastic. Okay, I think let's dissect the race. Let's go through all the runners. You've got their names there. Start from the bottom and let's go to the top, and let's just give the viewers our opinion of the race.
The bottom is Comedy Ding.
Okay, well, yeah, we've touched on him. Really, what a ride by Gavin Arena, Andrew,
yeah, it was
to get to that weight.
Yeah. Apart from that, I mean, you expect a professional to get down there. I mean, Donovan Dillon did it the year before in Golden Ducket. Yeah, so if you take the ride, you expect it to get to that weight. Yeah.
Did you see how he changed the stick from the right to the left? It was so quick. It was like silk.
Yeah, and it was also, I mean, it was a professional ride. I mean, the way he kept, he rode shotgun on Do It Again almost the entire race.
Yes. Yeah. What was so lovely, when he came out of the tunnel, Dee's Dynant and I said to him, Gavin, how are you feeling? And he looked at us with his chest puffed out, and he said, I'm feeling $1 million.
Oh, good.
And he rode $1 million. Yeah. So, okay, who's good next after Comedy?
Tristville,
didn't run a good race. I just
thought he was a bit outclassed anyway.
But we did think he was a little outclassed. Let's move on.
Do It Again, but unlucky.
When I looked at the replay, I had to check it 3 times up the straight, up this glorious straight. I mean, there's the view of this glorious straight. I mean, you've got to hats off to the track manager, like a billiard table.
Yeah.
You happy with the track? So yes, poor old Do It Again had to check 3 times. I think it was up the straight. Very unlucky. Huge run. Excellent effort.
It was a huge run. Yeah. Matterhorn.
Not bad.
Not a bad run.
Not a bad run, but maybe also just a bit outclassed.
Got the green light.
Good run.
Yeah, I think he got shuffled back a little bit early in the race. I think he lost position there.
Yes, he did get shuffled back at it. Quite
and
right.
I think that may have cost him, but whether he could have won or not.
But I thought a great effort nonetheless.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, what's that race that he's going to run in at the end of the month? If he runs in that race?
Champion Stakes.
The biggest certainty of the year, in my opinion. if there is such a thing. But now you're grinning like a Cheshire cat, like you've got something else that you like.
That's putting something on the block. Okay. Running Brave.
Answer me. Hold on about Running Brave. What do you think? Don't you think give me the green light? Got the green light is a good thing.
It depends what's running. I'd like to see what the field first before I start hanging things out. Yeah.
Before you start hanging things out. Well, I'm making a bold statement. I think he's going to be hard to beat in that big race at the end of the month. Next.
Okay, Running Brave.
I think
not her runner.
Not her run. Her last 2 runs haven't been her run, to be quite frank with you. So maybe time for breeding now. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's move on.
Nexus, good run.
Yeah, good run from the Snaith team. Yeah, Nexus, nothing wrong with that. Crack on.
Bulgarian,
also
a good run.
Yeah, very good run. Considering they never had the best prep.
Yeah, I had to do it at the weights.
Yeah, had to do it at the weights.
She's a keeper. She was running on nicely at the finish there.
Oh, good filly, I think. Yeah, nice
effort.
It was her biggest test to date.
Yeah.
And I'm sure next year when she strengthens up even more, keep an eye on her. She wasn't disgraced, and a lovely effort. She looked. I had to correct myself. I said, sometimes when you speak spontaneously, like I do, I've got verbal diarrhea. You say it before you think it. And I said in the parade ring, she looked like a bag of nails. The point I was trying to make, you know what the point I was trying to make. She was tough. She looked tough as nails. She looked hard. She looked muscled. She looked outstanding. So I'm sure that the majority of the viewers and the listeners understood what I was trying to say. She looked, well done to Gareth Van Zyl. She really looked phenomenal. Phenomenal. Looked as strong and as tough as a bag of nails. That's what I was trying to say. Next.
Cyrillo.
It's taking a long time to win again.
Yeah, he doesn't quite see up that trip there. I think he's more of...
No, you were of that opinion.
He's more of 7 furlong horse, is my opinion anyway. Sovereign Spirit.
Good effort. Graham Hawkins fancied this horse, and I thought a good effort.
Yeah, it was a good effort. Linebacker.
Oh, you've got to feel for those connections, but as much as we rejoice for the connections of Comedy Ding, you've got to feel for the connections of Linebacker, because they also came with the target of winning the Vodacom Durban July, but they picked up 2 good races along the way. He ran his heart out, and he ran a cracker, I thought.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Possibly a little bit unlucky, but it was a tremendous run.
Yeah. Okay.
Rascallion.
To be quite frank with you, I thought he ran in fair race. I thought he'd be a lot closer. I know he wasn't. Yeah, I thought he'd be a lot closer. I can't catch him right, Rascallion. When I fancy him strong, he doesn't run a place. When I don't fancy him, he nearly wins.
He might be running in the Champion Stakes.
Okay.
Yeah. Crown Towers. Stuffed his stable companion.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, crack on.
Next. Express from the US.
Outclassed, I think.
Yeah. Shah Akbar outclassed. Johnny Hero.
Yeah, it wasn't a shocking. Johnny Hero, not so good.
Towards the back.
Okay.
Rainbow Bridge.
Now, there's one that we must talk about. Rainbow Bridge he's a champion. I mean, he's just got nothing to prove, and it clearly, I didn't think that the weight would affect him that much. I really didn't. One of my cover bets was my 150 wins on Rainbow Bridge, but clearly it did. Was it the weight? What are you putting it down to?
I'm not so sure it was the weight. He was pulling a little early, and I don't think he sees out 11 furlongs.
Okay.
I think that's in the final analysis. I just don't think he sees it out. Yeah. I think 10 is about his stretcher.
Okay.
So if he runs in the Champion Stakes, I think
yes. Okay.
He'll go one better than he did last year.
There we go. We take boxed exactors.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the Vodacom Durban July. Quickly, the Johnson's Workwear Garden Province Stakes. Is it? It was rumoured to be a 2-horse race, and there were 2 horses in the betting. So it was Zarina. It was a 50-1 shot or a 40-1 shot, but really, was she? I'm not being an after the race merchant. I did my life on the race, but was she really? Did she deserve to be that huge price, Zarina?
No, she didn't. I mean, obviously, Candice pulled him up from Cape Town, to try and win a decent race. I mean, the fact that she brought him up here, her up here, is the fact that they thought she was quite good. So
yes.
Yeah, although her form before that, I mean, she'd been beaten by Captain's Ransom quite convincingly. So, yeah, it was a bit of a shock. But those races always throw up something.
It's
like
amazing. Always. Dee Dynan was telling me last year it was... Oh, no, he gave me the name. He said every year at the July, the Garden Province catches him out.
Yeah.
Last year, I forget who won it. He said he got caught out with that long shot. He got caught out with this long shot. But War of Athena, champion, nothing to prove.
She ran a cracking
race. Captain's Ransom maybe was a little disappointing. But she'll be back. She's a champion in her own right as well.
And Princess Colour, I thought she ran a cracker. I thought the Willavington was possibly a bit too far for her. The Guinea, she was finishing like a train. And if she had got her nose in front, I'd be maybe in Mauritius now. Along with everybody else who took the pick six.
Okay. Now, racing takes place. We've got plenty racing at Hollywood Bets Scottsville, Hollywood Bets Greyville. We've got a Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Is that right?
That's right.
So we've got a race card this afternoon.
Unfortunately, yes.
Can you remember what you've tipped?
Sort of.
Okay. The first race on Sunday at Hollywood Bets Scottsville.
Ethiopian Queen. That should be a sitter.
Can I finish? Can I introduce the race?
Oh, okay.
The first race, and our gentleman
I was trying to remember.
Our gentleman that's helping us with the umbrella, he looks like he's about to faint. But no, he'll be all right. He's a strong man. You can lower it a little bit if you would like to. You're happy? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Ethiopian Queen, second to Mariah.
We'll introduce the race.
You chaff, eh? 11:45, quarter to 12. The Tab Gold, the Intelligent Bet, maiden juvenile plate for fillies over 1,000 metres, and you've gone for Ethiopian Queen. Excellent debut effort.
Yeah, it was.
That's all.
Just found one too good for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought possibly Dunks' horse.
Maquette
Yeah.
could certainly improve.
Yeah.
Who am I to argue? Certainly number 1, Ethiopian Queen, looks the right one. And even a horse like number 8, Ancient Epic, could be worth throwing in. But it's a full field of 2-year-olds. Not as easy as that. The second race, it's at 12:20. It's the opener Tab Gold account. Maiden juvenile plate for fillies on 031 314 1874. It's over 1,600 metres. An interesting runner, Andrew, before you tell me what you've tipped, is number 6, Green Grow the Lilacs, because she was given a debut run 20 days ago here at Hollywood Bets Greyville, but on the poly, not on the turf, and she came from a mile back. Did you tip her first, or you've got her in the mix?
Well, I thought that was an excellent run. I think she'd be quite hard to beat. I thought maybe because the rest of the card looks a little bit tricky, I think you take the double Ethiopian Queen and Green Grows the Lilacs.
Green Grows the Lilacs. Lovely name there, Green Grow the Lilacs.
There's a song called Green Grows the Lilacs.
Okay, the third race, how's my song? I don't know that one. I
That's
can't
about
sing
1930 sometime.
Okay, no, that was your era, not mine. The third race, now here's a good thing for you. We know that there's no such thing as a good thing, but it's the terminology that we use. I fancy this horse very strongly. In the third race, which is a maiden juvenile plate over 1,600 metres, I've been dying to see Bristol Beaufighter go over the mile. He gets the mile. I think he's going to be hard to beat.
You think so?
I think so. I know that Luke Ferraris is in Hong Kong, so he's not riding for his dad. So Ashton Aries takes over the reins. I like this horse and I like him a lot. You don't sound so confident.
Firstly, you've got to watch out for Dean Canema's first timer.
Give me a star.
Give me a star.
Give me the green light.
I see in the comments section he said include in all exotics.
Okay.
Okay, so you definitely got to go there. I tipped something else there though.
And maybe a horse like number 12, Incredible.
That's the one I tipped. Incredible.
Okay, you went for Incredible. Okay. Yeah. All right, so Andrew's in the camp of Incredible, and Dean Canema's horse number 1, Give Me a Star, the first timer. He was impressed with the comments. I'm quite big on number 2, Bristol Beaufighter. Thrilled to see Bristol Beaufighter going the mile. The fourth race is the Gold Circle Horses to Follow podcast maiden plate. We famous, so we've got a race named after us. Fought at 1,200 metres at 1:30, and Garth Puller had a McGock colt that ran 22 days ago, finishing 4th on debut to Festina, making good progress, but there were 3 runners, no winners out of that form line. Does he set the standard, or is there something else that's caught your attention?
Well, what's the horse's name?
African Skyline.
Oh yes, okay.
But there's also After the Rain, horse number 7.
I think it's quite a tricky race, but I like African Skyline.
Okay, African Skyline and number 7, After the Rain, certainly worth including. That's race 4. The fifth race is at 2:05. It's up the straight again, 1,200 metres, a maiden plate. Can you remember what you tipped?
I think it was maiden. Maidens usually 1 or 2 stand out, but there's a couple on Saturday or Sunday that are a little bit tricky, and I think this is another one.
Okay, just skimming through here. We are out on the track. Obviously, we're not at our desk where our form books are, or the form book that we did the selections with. But 12 A Time to Remember is Gareth Van Zyle's horse, is returning from a rest, gets the services of Simon and Jockway. But number 13, Romany Conti, I remember talking to Glenn Cotson about this horse, and he mentioned that he's quite a nice colt. He ran fourth to Gimme a Prince, and I think that form line, although it's not showing, is going to be okay in the near future. So possibly number 13, Romany Conti.
Yeah, I tipped him second, but I can't remember what I tipped to win.
Okay,
it's a bit tricky.
Sixth race is the Gold Circle Racing YouTube channel.
This is the interesting
Conditional graduation. It's over 1,200 metres. Captain Fontaine makes a comeback. Ashton Aries is going to ride. Fly the Coup ran second to Just a Guy thing last time. Kimura was a recent maiden winner. Spirit of My Fate's shown that he can go with them. Mount Greylock's got to be better than his last start. Avenir, Stellar Act. Tough race.
No.
You've got a good thing here for us.
Yeah, Captain Fontaine. It'll win from here to next week, man.
For Messrs. Hay and David Ferraris. David Ferraris could have a double.
Yeah, I remember they were going to send him off to Hong Kong.
Yes.
And things went awry, and I think what was it, African horse sickness outbreak or something, but something scuppered the.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm happy with you. He looks like he is a top quality gelding. Yeah. But are you not worried about the 322-day rest? Not worried.
No. I don't think Garth would risk him running him sort of half fit in a race like that, especially with his reputation.
Okay, the seventh race is the 74 handicap for Phillies and Mayors over 1950. Gosh, the average merit rating here is 66, so it's that difficult. There's Bassett Sana, Aquasulis, Isla Marada, Abbey Wood. Any of those ring a bell for you?
Yeah, Aquasulis, she won at Scottsville last time out, and I watched her gallop the other day.
Oh, yes.
And Dunks was mumbling under his breath. He said, "I think it'll win again." So we'll see.
How did it go?
Yeah, I think it'll win again.
Backwards? Again win, I think. Okay, so Aquasulis, 100%, and Bassett Sana has got the form to be concerned in the finish as well. Eighth race is the 90 handicap for Phillies and Mayors over 1,500 metres. Yeah, tough race. When I first looked at this race, Andrew...
Meet me at the George.
Yeah, I thought meet me at the George, but it's not as easy as that.
No.
It's a tough race. It's a small field, but competitive. I'm going the field. But are you meet me at the George?
I think I'm going meet at the George. It's a good place to meet.
It is a good place to meet if you're thirsty, yeah. But I'm going to go the field because I think it's that hard.
The goose has just gone into the roof there. Bugger me.
The goose has gone where?
The goose.
Oh, the goose.
Yeah, it flew into the light bulb there.
What is Louis Gerson doing here? The goose. Okay, the ninth race is a 79 handicap for Phillies and Mayors over 1,000 metres, and it's at 4:30. I thought also another difficult race, but you might have some words of wisdom for us.
What's running?
Nikia, Wildly in Love, Casa.
Oh, Wizard of Odds. I think I think Donald.
Donald Gertsen.
Donald Gertsen, whatever his name is, yeah.
Okay,
I
Wizard
think
of
he's
Odds.
got a chance there. She'd be knocking at the door. I think she should have won a long time
I'm prepared.
ago. The 4-killer claimer up, I think she might be the right one this time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm prepared to give Soiree another chance. I'm not going to judge her on her bad last effort. Let me just see what that excuse was there. Slow, no threat. Yeah, no. Slow out, no threat. I'm not going to write Soiree off at this course. I think Soiree's got a big chance.
She likes Grable.
She's certainly Hollywood Bet Scottsville. Okay. Well, that was a quick microwave version of the race meeting that takes place on Sunday at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. As we mentioned to you, we're also at Hollywood Bet's Greyville on Monday, and then of course it's Hollywood Bet Scottsville again on Wednesday. Or is it back here?
Don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. All we're telling you is that it's Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, so plenty of racing action.
No, and I see the Gold Cup's got a new sponsor.
Brilliant news. Brilliant news. Tell us who it is.
Marshall's World of Sport.
You know, it's a wonderful thing, and we've got to thank all these sponsors and thank everybody that gets involved to help, because to call a spade, the Gold Cup never had a sponsor till just the other day. So, you know, for the marketing team and for these big companies to meet and get together and step on board to save the day is really just heartwarming.
Yeah, I know. I still go back in the old days. It was the Harvard Gold Cup, and then it was the Jockey Wear. I'd like to win the Jockey Wear Gold Cup because we used to go to the offices and they used to give us some underpants.
Okay.
To promote the race.
To promote the race day,
Those were the days, yeah.
Those were the days. Well, that's a wrap, but we just wanted to show you we're out. It's a bit of an icy cold wind. I woke up this morning in Nottingham Road with some friends and family. As you know, we went away for 2 nights, Andrew, I opened the curtains. It was like winter wonderland. White frost.
Yeah,
It was icy cold, and no wonder that there's now that we're now back on the coast. There's an icy wind here. I'm not surprised because it was freezing in the middle.
You better stay away from Ashes this coming week.
It's going to be icy cold
rain
there
on
too.
Tuesday, and I see you down to 0 for the next 3 days after that.
We've got to give our company Gold Circle a lovely plug, and the Vodacom Durban July day, although behind closed doors, was a resounding success.
No, it was great to see, and Stephen Marshall did a fine job.
He did.
Got thrown a curveball when Squirrel closed us down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we had it all laid out,
Organised,
ready to go for lots of people. Before we go, we've got to thank the punters for all the big pools and for all the
pools
big.
Were exceptional, I thought.
I thought they were exceptional. You know, I said that to somebody. I said, on July Day they should always be exceptional. But
18 million in the pick six.
Not in these current times, In these current times, it's not a given. It's not a given.
All the totes in Joburg were closed. All the totes in Cape Town
were closed. Yeah, Durban we opened, but you just go in, take your bet, and out.
So I thought it was a hell of
an effort. So thumbs up to all the punters and to all those that got involved, and to Gold Circle, Stephen Marshall, the whole team. Yeah, we're proud to be part of it. But I think that's a wrap from us. It's a cold wind. Tawanda's going to take some. You walk around Ashburton barefoot in a t-shirt, and the polar bears are walking around. And Tawanda's going to take some footage of this beautiful, iconic grandstand, the lovely big screen. This is the home straight right here, where, as I said, the horses. Can you believe it? We're sitting on this track here, where these Vodacom Durban July fields were charging down this track. Well done to the track management team, and it's just been fantastic. So I think that's about a wrap from us.
I think so. We've talked enough.
Next Thursday, we'll have another guest, and we'll probably be back at Summerveld.
Mrs. Dillon.
Oh, okay. So our guest is going to be Mrs. Taylor Dillon, Donovan Dillon's wife, who's going through the work riding program. So we look forward to chatting to her next Thursday. But that's a wrap from us. Nice to be back, and after my little holiday, and we'll go to the office now and do some more work.
Good one.
That's a wrap from us. Punt well, be safe. The third wave is going to peak any time now, but be safe.
Well, let's hope Squirrel opens the bottle stores on Sunday.
I told you,
a few thirsty blokes around.
Swing by my house. We've got a few pints for you. But from Warren Linfern and Andrew Harrison, we wish you all the very best, and we'll see you, as always, from the number one box, where there's plenty of racing action coming out of KZN over the next couple of days.